Hello there, you wonderful person. I am Gareth Mason. It is Monday, January 5th, 2026. It's exactly 7:24 p.m. And I am just walking downstairs. Just walking downstairs here in the building. Just wanted to record my vlog of the day. Alright. Yeah, yesterday's vlog, it came out a little late. Probably came out like in the middle of this afternoon. Because, yesterday I was recording and it just stopped. And the only reason I knew it stopped was because I was using the light and it blinked. Every time a recording starts and finishes, it does a little blink with the flashlight, which is very, very helpful. So it blinked. So I checked, and sure enough, it had stopped recording. So turned off the shower, deleted a few videos. When you delete videos on Android, it doesn't actually get deleted, it just goes to the trash. Which is kind of annoying because like I deleted it and then it's still in my phone, taking up space, and then I'm recording another video and there's not enough storage in the cell phone because of that. But anyways, so yeah, it was like multiple videos, so I had to edit them together. I tried it on the cell phone. I did that once with a shorter video and it worked just fine, but this time it just wouldn't stop rendering. So that was late already last night and I thought to myself, okay, you know what, I'll post this tomorrow, I'll deal with this tomorrow, I'll upload to my computer and then do it on Premiere. So when I woke up, I did that and I started exporting because it was just like I didn't edit anything. I just opened up Premiere, put all the videos there. It automatically they were already one after the other perfectly. That's all I wanted. I'm not gonna edit or anything. Just click on export and then started. A 4K video on my poor computer it takes a long time. So I canceled it because that was this morning, right? I canceled because I wanted to play some Fallout 4. And I cannot play Fallout 4. It can barely run Fallout 4 by itself. So imagine trying to run Fallout 4 and export a video on Premiere. That computer would just blow up. So yeah, I just canceled it because I wanted to play it. And then I did it afterwards. I did after my gaming session. I exported, uploaded. It was a lot faster to upload to YouTube, probably because the way I export, like the settings that I did on Premiere are like optimized for YouTube. So it's just nice and fast. Yeah, so this morning I played some Fallout 4. I almost didn't shoot my gun once this morning because, well, honestly, I woke up kind of late. It was like 8:30. I'll set up my alarm so I wake up at 6 tomorrow, so I have more time. But it was good for me to have slept that much. I needed it. It was Diamond City. Yeah, I was just going through Diamond City and trying to organize my settlements I kind of moved all my stuff to Hangman's alley, but there's no armor workbench over there, or like there's only the weapons workbench. So unfortunately, that cannot really be my main base of operations, unless like I keep running to Diamond City to use the workbenches from there. Yeah, and that sounds annoying. But it's doable. I guess it's doable now that I'm thinking about it. So, like checking if I want to do a mod, create a mod for the weapons, create a mod for the armor. Oh, I can't check. I don't know. It's annoying. It's annoying. Yeah. I guess I could just Google it. But, anyways, I'm doing that mission. Oh Jesus! I definitely need a new a new selfie stick. This one is not holding its own weight, literally. Well, the cell phone's weight, but that's what it's supposed to do. Yeah, doing the quest with the guy that, well, you get the charisma bobblehead at the end of that quest, and I need that for the perks for, you know, dealing with settlements, and I want to do that. You know, I really want to create this massive web of interconnected settlements where everything is working very well, lots of people, really well defended, and happiness through the roof, and all that. Okay, I walked this way and I'm gonna walk back now. I'm not gonna go on the other side because there's dogs and they love to bark in my videos, you know. Dogs love to bark in my videos. That's a nice motorcycle right there, huh? Yeah, I want to do that. Sounds like fun, very much so. And yeah, I need one more point of charisma, which I can just, you know, spend a level up on, but you know, this is an instinct that I have with games where I want to do things as optimally as I possibly can, and that gives me joy, that gives me fulfillment. It feels great. Problem is, this multiplies in my head. Like, I have to do this in order to do that, in order to do that, in order to do that, and it branches out and it becomes so complex in my mind that I get overwhelmed and I end up dropping the game because it's just too much for me. That's what always happens on Factorio. You know, Factorio. I get to the end game, you know, sending the rocket, and that's like, you can consider that the end game, but honestly, that's kind of like the beginning for a lot of people, and so like for you to build mega factories. So in Factorio, if you don't know, it is a game about logic. It's a game about automation and tower defense. Yeah, resource management, I guess, but mostly logic and building, right? And it's extremely addictive. I love it, but when it's like at the end and I'm done everything and I just need to scale up my work, I can't do it. Even getting blueprints online is very complicated. I just end up stop playing the game. Yeah, why did I start talking about that? Oh yeah, the settlements. Yeah, getting the bobblehead. The opposite of that is accepting that the way you're playing the game is not going to be optimal, and just going with it. And that's the best, that's the most fun way to do it. When, like, we've all had that experience where you don't know what the optimal way to play the game is, and you just play what you think is best. You do what you think is best, and just you go with it. Maybe the game is going to be a little bit more challenging because of that, but you don't know it. You don't know any better because it's your first time playing the game, and you have a blast. And then after you find out that there's a better way to do it, that's me, right? I'm not talking, not generalizing, but I imagine there's other people that feel like that. When you find out that there's a better way, it kind of demoralizes you from doing, continuing on the path that you were already going, and you kind of want to just restart and do it on the optimal way. I have that urge, and I like to do that. I like to completely master a game, and then afterwards, when I make the game become easy, then sometimes I like to impose some restrictions on myself. But still, like, I like the idea of putting the restrictions, and then it's just actually playing the game. I love to optimize. That's what I love to do. And so that's why I want to get that bobblehead, so I don't have to spend a point on charisma. Even though apparently that game has Fallout 4 has no level cap, so it just keeps going. Still, I cannot control how my brain works. It's just, it is what it is. So that was gamey. That was this morning. We cleaned the house after lunch, and it was very late lunch. Very late lunch. Gustavo has been waking up extremely late. We watched a couple of episodes of Fallout, the Amazon series. And it's cool. It's, as a gamer and somebody who knows the universe, it was really cool to watch what they're doing with everything. But, like, as a series, independent of the game, I don't think it works. Because they just keep showing stuff. They don't like develop relationships. I don't know, man. It's like, it's cool, but yeah, I'm just gonna continue watching because it's Fallout. And Ellen said that she's fine with it. It's she said it doesn't blow her mind, but it's entertaining. It's just something to it is entertaining. A lot of explosions and fights and cool stuff happening. So it's got that going for it. So I guess that's all right. So that was Fallout, and then we went out for ice cream, which was very, very nice. Except that the ladies that sell ice cream there, I was talking with them, and then they asked me about Gustavo, Oh, and is he? I don't remember. Like, I didn't understand exactly what they were asking. They phrased it kind of weirdly, or it's just my brain that doesn't work very well with social pressure, talking to strangers and stuff like that. She asked something along the lines of, "Oh, is it the brother or the son and then I was confused, and I wanted to say, "Oh, he's my stepson," but in Portuguese, it's a much more stupid word. Like, in English, it's so easy, right? Stepson, like that. He's not actually my son. He's my stepson. Easy. But in Portuguese, it's like a completely new word. inchado. And I just couldn't remember. I couldn't remember the word, so I stopped. I paused, and then I ended up saying, after a little bit of a long silence, I ended up saying, "Oh, he's my wife's son." So okay, we got our ice cream, our acai, and and um, we went up to the little area there where you can eat your ice cream in peace. There was absolutely nobody there other than us, and uh, I noticed that Ellen was a little quiet, but I didn't. I made like today was a kind of a stressful day, you know. The cleaning, and there were some situations with Gustavo, and, you know, teenager being a teenager. And I thought that's the reason why. And then she said that she was a little upset that I paused for so long. And so it was just my brain not working as fast as other people's brains. And it's like she thought that like I didn't want to be associated with Gustavo, which is, you know, ridiculous. I love the boy as if he was my own son, and yeah, that's not the case. But you know, I guess it looked like that, and you know, I see that. Like I apologized. I said what it was, and I apologized, but she was still quiet. Like I can see people uh, doing the worst thing possible here is getting defensive and saying, it's just, are you gonna be quiet now just because my brain is like this and blah blah blah, like getting on the defensive, which would just make everything absolutely worse. And I would feel like that if it was like a few years in the past. But oh Jesus, what is happening with this? It is still recording, right? Yes, it is. I would feel like that like a few years ago, but today I studied a lot of psychology. You know, I do a lot of thinking about my own feelings as well, and sometimes to a fault, sometimes way too much, sometimes so much so that you know, I go into very dark places in my head because of it. So I know that, you know, at that moment, she noticed something, she thought one thing, she got upset. She told me, which is very nice of her. You know, it's not easy to share when you're feeling that way. She told me that she was a little upset, and the reason why. I explained to her what actually happened, and I apologized. But she was still upset. That doesn't uh, it doesn't erase the feeling that she was already feeling. The best thing for me to do, I did it. I don't want to brag. I don't like bragging, but like I think I dealt with it very well. Um, is to just allow her own space to be quiet, for her to process that feeling. And she did. After a little while, she started to open up a little bit more. We started talking, and that was good. Time, you know, just time, allowing you to feel your feelings. That one day, remember when I just had to cry a bunch on the bed and in bed, right? Yeah, I went to bed and cried a bunch, and I felt really good afterwards. Um, yeah, I learned that there. Sometimes you just need time and you need to feel your feelings. And there you go. There we go. And that's today. And then We came back home, and now Alan is making us dinner, and I bet it's gonna be absolutely delicious. Afterwards, I don't know, maybe we're gonna watch the Pitt. I'm gonna ask her what she wants to do, but I'm gonna suggest we watch the Pitt because that's a cool series, and it's been enjoyable. I want for us to focus a little bit more on stuff, you know, instead of like we were kidding about that this afternoon about how we start a bunch of series and we don't even finish the majority of them. So let's try to focus a little bit more on stick with one thing until we are done with it, or until we say this is not working for us, let's stop and never go back. And yeah. And then tomorrow, I don't have much of a plan. Yeah, like we cleaned the house today. I'm sure there's gonna be something to do. Like I could clean the bathroom tomorrow. Last time I didn't clean like super well. Like I cleaned the bathroom except for the place where you actually take a shower. So I could do that tomorrow. Right? That sounds like a plan. I'll be back tomorrow to let you know what happened between now and then and whatever is on my mind. Thanks everybody for watching. I have been Gareth Mason, and I'll see you the next time I see you. Bye-bye.